Oh! Oh, fire attack, defense boost, and hunger resist. That's fine. Armor gem slots. Oh, 2 peak performance and a special armor boost. Okay. Here we go again, everyone! Hello then, my fellow hunters, and welcome to not just that sweet time of week where we get new event quests and new stuff to do, but also, well, the August update is now in game, so we have a lot more stuff to do. Our new 9-star tempered monsters, the new RNG talisman system, and the weapon changes, the skill changes, and just basically all of the lovely things to start working away at. But before that, the sadness that the hub is no longer summer festivaled up. It was beautiful, I will miss it. It was such a lovely fest, and well, I hope that autumn can match it. It kind of is just somber to see the hub normal. But past that then, let's get into this. First and foremost, we have a little chat with Mondi to get our week's bounties, and they are, as you might imagine, an initial Hunt 1 9-star monster or higher for a silver talisman ticket, which is a new type of ticket that we have to meld your talismans with over at the melder, which is really, really nice. And then you've got the rest, as you might expect, across the 4 categories. Before we get to event quests, because there are new event quests too, let's talk the stars of the show, the new 9-star monsters and the talismans attached. First and foremost, they are very common to appear on your map. You gotta be above HR 100, but then you will be seeing them a lot. This is what I initially was working with. So, upon my first refresh post-update, we have the following. A 5-star tempered 9-star Seregios with quite the rewards going on here. That's already 8 potential talismans, and indeed, because he can come both by himself and comboed with another monster, you can double up on investigations, so therefore double up on rewards, which is really nice. Though the increase in adding the Shagama here isn't exactly ridiculous. I've also got then good old new Udra, again comboable with a Jarakan, and he is worth not, well, bad, at least I assume not bad. I mean, this is a sample size of 2, the update has literally just happened, but he at least has 5 reward boxes. Now the 9 stars don't have to be full 5 purple stars, because I've also got a Ray Dow here, but he's dropped down to 4 purple stars, and his rewards are already much less, just 3 boxes. So clearly there is scaling going on here, likely both with the purple stars and indeed with the relative perceived difficulty of the monster itself. I really can't wait to get stuck in and actually get the hunt on for them. But for now, let's dip my toe in the water with this Ray Dow. 70 minutes now on food time as well, which is another lovely bit of quality of life. We will of course be going through every single change this update brings in-game and in detail very soon. For now, this is very much a, hey, it's here, let's have a quick little look. So, you know, hey, it's here, let's have a quick little look. Indeed, instantly, this 9-star Ray Dow hunt shows us the increased likelihood of getting our apexes outside of inclemency, as he is here and raring to go without the storm coming down, and immediately beating up 2 separate Chatacabras. There's just no need, man. There is absolutely no need. I really am quite nervous about just how much of a wallop these things are going to pack, but let's get into it. 9-star tempered, the first Ray Dow edition. So, Ray Dow then in his 9-star tempered form. I wanted to go with Ray Dow out of my initial options because I think he's a good comparison, because the super 8-star, 5-star version of him that got added after the Arch-Tempered was kind of anticlimactic and much weaker and easier than the Arch-Tempered. This version, I would say, is about equivalent to the Arch-Tempered. He definitely feels very tanky, he definitely does a lot of damage, but not like unreasonable, oh my god damage, and I think he's going to end up falling on the easier end of the spectrum. Obviously not done the others yet, but it wasn't the overwhelming wall of difficulty that I think some of us were worried about. I imagine gore magala and lagiacrus regios, maybe dahaad, Mizitsune will be on that end of things, but it does look like there is going to be reasonably approachable 9-star monsters to actually farm talismans from, and that's really, really good. I think Raidao's actually proven quite a good barometer to sort of dip your toe in and get a feel for the new tier of difficulty. He is stern, but if you're comfortable fighting Raidao, you're gonna find him comfortable, if not just a little bit of a long hunt, despite how much you may be beating on him. For now though, I very much enjoyed it. It was nice to have this apprehension of, ooh, is he gonna be brutal? Okay, no, I can kind of handle this is fine, but I am sure that the gore magala end of things is going to be absolutely heinous, and we will be bringing you everything about them once we know all their numbers as soon as possible for the best/worst, depending on your perspective, new 9-star tempered monsters to go after. So yes, I jest at the start of the video, but these are my first 3 talismans to actually get, and I do love the actual visuals to them, the sort of stacks of colours making up the talisman. I think that's a really, really nice little detail. So obviously there's rare 5, there's rare 6, there'll be rare 7, and presumably rare 8 if you're really lucky, and that's where the good skills are. Whether it's always armor slots that you get, and then the size is what's different, I'm unsure, and no one is sure right now because it's just started, but the system is here and we can start rolling talismans. As soon as we know what is possible to drop and how and the chances, we will share it with you guys, and pray it's not too ridiculous, but I certainly am happy to have something to work towards, hoping for that random god talisman, and it is with us. So once you actually get a talisman, you can head to the melder and unlock talisman melding. So you can transform unwanted talismans into new appraisal items, which will of course then give you a reroll on your talismans. This is nice as it lets you, constantly recycle, which is really, really good, because otherwise we're just going to have thousands of them with no way of using them. So that's nice to see, but we'll go over this in detail soon as well. The other, of course, main thing of note is all of the weapon changes and armor skill changes, which we will be bringing you fully tested and explored over the next day or so. But for now, let's take it to the ever familiar event quest. So we've got the 2 Arch-Tempereds, which are now permanent, and we have Tongue-Tied returning, which is, or at least was, the best armor sphere farm, as the Chadacabra was very quick to kill, and the time to points of melding ratio was very good. We also have Anguish and Atrocity, which is your HR farm. But now we have 2 upgrades to these quests. First and foremost, we have the Eldritch Enigma, a Zuwu in the Wounded Hollow, which is going to give you even more Hunter rank points than the Anguish and Atrocity, and this is very useful because this exists to power you to HR 100 in order to get your 9-star monsters unlocked and farm new talismans. So if you're not HR 100 yet, and all you care about is getting there as fast as possible, this is the event quest to do. Then we have Wreaking Havoc in Wyvria against a Tempered Guardian Fulgur Anjanath, the longest monster name ever, and this is also going to reward you with armor spheres, but in this case, hard armor spheres. And unlike the Chadacabra, advanced is not a potential option, which is nice to see. The Fulgur is a Silver Crown big boy, which is always nice when that happens. I love especially sized event quests. Other than that, you've just got yourself a nice normal Fulgur Anjanath fight, and you can get through him as you get through him for your sweet new juicy armor sphere reward, which is honestly a fairly hefty amount of your hard armor spheres. So depending on how fast you can get through the Fulgur, honestly, this is up there as the new best armor sphere farm in the game, which is really, really cool to have. And with that then, ladies and gentlemen, there's not much else to say here. The update has hit, we've got the weekly reset, new event quests, and a whole lot of changes, an entire new endgame, loads of stuff to farm, and we'll be covering it for you all in detail. But right now, hey, how are you finding it from your initial few hunts? It is very exciting to have this kind of meaty stuff to do without it even being a full title update. For now then, like you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.